Welcome back to our second episode of Dynamax. I already did the wrong thing. Dynamax and Chill, where we just chill with unedited me doing Dynamax adventures while I do anything else. That was great. What a great time I just described. Whatever. Also, oh my gosh, look, if you want to actually see the logo. Anyway, if you recognize this music, then you might know what I'm gonna do today. So first of all, I need to get in the game. Also, I was trying to remember our number for Groudon last episode. I couldn't remember what number we were at. And I saw somewhere in my other OBS sources that it was 43, and I'm like, okay, 43. But then I saw this one, and it's 63. So we're just gonna go with that. And after last time, it's 64 we're on. So we're going for Groudon still, by the way, yeah. Let's see. Let's start that. But you know what, let me just do this. The majority of this stuff already. These are not great. Wow, these are terrible. I'm just gonna take more Pico so I can switch. But if you recognize this music, you might recognize it as Mario Super Sluggers. I have been obsessed with Mario Super Sluggers ever since it came out. It's just such a... It's... Hello? It's one of my favorite games ever. Actually, hold on. I can just do it this way. Let me just do it like this. What in the world? Just let me change the... This is great, isn't it? But Mario Super Sluggers is genuinely the last time I ranked my favorite games of all time. It's in the top 10. It was number 10. It might even be higher than that now. I love this game so much. I'm just looping this one song. But we've been getting so into it. When I stream it, there is no other hype like it. I get so hyped. I'm like a genuine sports commentator. I forgot that the sound was still here, which... Whatever. By the way, if you want to, you know, check out me playing that live, there's always the Twitch stream, I'm just saying. What is wrong with this? Whatever, now I'm playing like this. Now I'm playing normal again. With all of that, it's already been 3 minutes. I am deciding to do a Mario Super Sluggers character tier list. After I've played for so long and for so many different times in my life. And now that we're fully back into it again, I'm playing on, like when I play it, it's on my Wii, by the way. This isn't like emulated. So, with like 80% of these characters as characters I've used recently, I figured why not. So that's what we're gonna do. And look, I don't want to start with putting, so I have S, A, B, whatever, then just no for the bottom tier, and then the best instead of S+. I already want to put Mario in the best, and I think I might. I'm not gonna lie. They really said, let's make Mario an overall, but he's somehow still, like, the best in most categories. Not literally, but, you know. Luigi, though? Luigi's fine. He's literally... I'm sorry, but he's literally just Mario, but a little worse. Like, I don't know what to tell you. If you know nothing about this game, I'll explain stuff, but hopefully not too much to where it's annoying. So, I think I got all of them. These are the team captains. There's Mario, and then Luigi, the princesses, Wario, Waluigi, Bowser, Bowser Jr., DK, Diddy Kong, and Yoshi and Birdo. Those are the team captains. So the team captains specifically have, like, special moves they can do. There's Star Power. Everyone can use... It's like Dynamax, ironically. Everyone can use Star Power, but the captains have specific Star Power, like, animations and, like, better power-ups. So it's literally like Dynamax versus Gigantamax. So all of that was just for me to say that. What is wrong with this Joy-Con? It literally isn't letting me go left and right. Sorry, I guess I need both Joy-Cons for some reason. Mario's star hit is amazing. It literally just makes the ball on fire. So if someone tries, the first person that tries to catch Mario's fireball hit gets burned, and they just can't. So it's basically a guaranteed hit. Like you're not gonna catch it. Luigi's is a tornado, which is good, but like, do I want to call it that good? I don't know. Like that doesn't even make sense. But like Mario good. Like, because overall, Luigi's still good, just not as hard of a hitter. He is a good pitcher, too. I'm going to put Luigi in A. I don't want to put him in S. I still like having Luigi on my team, though. The princesses are such a weird case where they're pretty good all around, except they're not the hardest hitters, which, like, is fine, I guess, but, you know... I like the overall stats of most of these characters. This might be what I'm just gonna do for most of the captains, but I'm putting them in A also, because their star powers are so troll. Like, they have something to do with just like masking the ball in flowers, or actually they're both flowers. Sorry, Daisy, you don't get Daisy flowers. What am I saying? Of course it's Daisy's because she's Daisy. What I mean for Peach is that it's not Peaches. Whatever. Wario's an S. He is slow as molasses, but he is great at everything else, which I know kind of contradicts what I was saying. But Wario on my team is so fun because his star hit, I'm only going to explain the star hits for the captains. His star hit is just hitting a bomb into the field instead of a baseball. So if you try and catch it, it'll blow up and then you get a guaranteed hit. That might be a theme for most of the star hit captains. Waluigi is fine. His star hit's funny. It like makes the ball like, what's it called? Like do sharp zigzags. So you're gonna get a good like single or double. Let me catch this first. Also, just to be extra and explain stuff again, there's friendship connecting many characters. Like Mario is friends with Luigi and literally these three, and then, or maybe Pete, I don't know about Daisy, and then like all of the Yoshis and stuff, for example. That has nothing to do with this ranking, but you know. Also, I'm ranking these based off of performance in general and how they play in this game, but also there's my bias, so there's that. Also, I lied. I'm gonna change the song. We'll get a little bit of variety because I'm sure you're already sick of that. The regular Mario music. Waluigi's fine. I honestly want to put him in B. He doesn't really do enough. Like, he's not a hard hitter. He is the... Hold on. I know I just stopped in the middle of that. He is ironically the worst hitter, the worst batter out of everyone here. Like, as in, he has the least power. Like, he would not hit a home run compared to everyone. Peach almost hit a home run today on today's Twitch stream, by the way. Or the day I'm recording this. So Waluigi's gonna go here because besides pitching and his star hit, I don't really feel like, you know, having him on the team. Bowser's obviously one of the most powerful hitters, but besides that, he's absolutely one of the slowest characters, and I don't really care for that. Like besides Wario, because Wario's got a little bit of, you know, speed. So Bowser's going in B. He's just a heavy, like it's kind of like the opposite of Waluigi. Bowser Jr. on the other hand, if you know me, you might know that I don't like Bowser Jr. just as a character. I'm just mean. I don't know. I'm just mean to the kid. I don't know. There's nothing in particular besides me finding him annoying. Also, I don't like his star hit anyway, and his star pitch. It's based on Mario Sunshine, and it has like the what do you even call it? The paint? What is it called? It's called the goop, whatever it's called. I'm just putting him in C, because I know B is like the average here, but I'm just gonna say that he's average. DK, on the other hand, is one of my favorite characters. He's one of my favorite characters in general. You might know that. I hope you know that if you know me. He's one of my favorite characters of anything ever. He literally hits. You know what? We should look this up. I should have been prepared by looking things up. I'm gonna be that extra. Like, this is gonna be a decent length of a video this time. Actually, was the last video long? I don't know. Whatever. Who even cares right now? Donkey Kong Super Sluggers. Let me see if I can get a frame. Here's a pretty good frame. Alright, here's a pretty good frame. He literally hits the ball. He uses his... I can't really see that offhand. Maybe... Dang it, my cropped tab. It's kind of ruining this. But you might be able to see that he uses a boxing glove. He just hits the ball with a glove. Which I find so funny. There we go, you can see that. He literally has a boxing glove, so that's just great. I need to change the song again. Like I said in the first episode, Dynamax and Chill is just for me to completely be chill. Like, this is literally like if you're watching a mini stream. Which I personally like the idea of. Sorry if you don't. I mean, what? I hope you enjoy the video. Wow. But all of that was kind of a tangent, because besides his hit, he's a decent pitcher. I just pitched with him today on today's Switch stream. And he's a okay pitcher. I actually didn't like having him after a while. But I just like him so much anyway that I have to put him in A. Because he hits well, he hits well, his bat being his glove is really funny. He has a good throw, because like some characters just don't have a good throw anyway, like from like the outfield to the infield, whatever. So I'm just gonna put him there. Diddy Kong. Also, I have Diddy and Dixie here, and then if you didn't even know, Funky and Tiny Kong for some reason, Tiny Kong grown up and not tiny anymore, are here. But Diddy and Dixie are not that good. They run fast and they field well. I realize that this is blocking me. They field well too, because fielding is a whole category. But like, Diddy Kong at least has his star hit where it's like a banana and the ball like curves around, so you're more likely to not catch it. I just don't. I'm putting Diddy in A still. I'm putting Diddy Kong in A. I'm putting Dixie in B. Bowser Jr. being C really is. Actually, you know what? I'm putting Dixie in C. Now that I'm saying like that, Dixie Kong's in C. And Diddy Kong is in B. There. I'm gonna try and be unbiased. There's some bias for sure, but unbiased mostly. I don't even have... Oh, I do have a super effective move. It's just not stab. Thanks, Starmie. There's all of the Toads, except there's not regular Toad. It's just the colors. So for the characters with multiple colors, there are slight differences, not even joking. Like, red Toad might be a little faster, and blue Toad might hit a little harder instead. Like, genuinely. But for most of them, I'm just not going to care, because there's only a couple times where I actually use a specific different variation of a character, and you'll see. But Toads are just fine. They hit pretty hard. Not like home run hard, but they hit pretty hard. They're fast, they're super fast. They have all of these, like, you can pair any of them with Toadette and Toadsworth, and I think Mario and Peach, probably Peach. They're gonna go in... Actually, are they gonna go in A? Would I really rather have a Toad? I think they're gonna go B. There's a certain other character that has different colors that I'll put in A, and you might be able to guess if you've watched our Mario Sluggers streams. And also, you know what? No, I won't spoil it. I won't spoil it. But literally all the Toads are gonna go there. Toadette's the same thing. Toadette's kind of I'm gonna put her in front so you can see her. But Toadsworth is completely different. He's slow, or at least slower because he's an old man. He still hits decently, but the main thing is he is one of the most sleeper, underrated pitchers in this whole game. Like, we might die in the Dynamax Adventure. So you have like a pop-up. Oh, we did die. You have a pop-up pitch, like where, just imagine if you're doing it like underhand, like it goes up. And Toadsworth's, instead of like a little hop like Mario, maybe if you do that instead of a normal pitch, Toadsworth's goes, and it's impossible to hit, I swear. It's impossible to hit. So let me start another Dynamax Adventure first. We actually, nope, not that. We actually did a Dynamax Adventure more, and we're gonna do more than one. That's great. All right, Toadsworth's. Actually, Toadsworth's probably going to be in B too. I would actually pick Toadsworth over other characters, but not over the higher ones. I forgot. Okay, I'm just playing the... Let's keep the music going like this. I'm just playing the Mario Sluggers soundtrack. These are terrible again. I'm just going to take Combuskin. I'm going to take the worst first option to switch. Toadsworth can go in front of Toadette. He can be in front of the Toads. Now, Yoshi is the character I'm talking about. Light Blue Yoshi himself has become a staple of the Twitch channel. That's not a joke. I actually made a poll for fun in Discord where I asked who you think the best Matte Flame mascot would be, and I put Light Blue Yoshi. Yoshi himself, so what's weird, only regular green Yoshi has the star power, the captain power, and his is phenomenal. The ball bounces like an egg, or the ball is an egg and then bounces, so you can't even like keep track of it mostly. Also, I was thinking this is me over-explaining, but this is also just me explaining why I'm putting them there, so I don't know why I was that worried. Yoshi? Normal Yoshi goes in the best. Genuinely, normal Yoshi goes in the best. He's super fast, has friendship with one of the other best characters in the game, so they get some insane, like basically combos together. And he's just great with his Captain Star power. The other Yoshis are all good. They're all, honestly... You know what? They're all honestly S tier. I don't care. They're all S tier. I'm putting Light Blue Yoshi in the best. That's bias. That's because Light Blue Yoshi is the people's hero here, alright? And you see another character in the background there, but we're not going to get to him yet. Light Blue Yoshi gets the nod. But they're all an S anyway. Like, they're crazy. Birdo? Is Birdo also an S? Birdo's kind of exactly the same. Where, what is Yoshi's star pitch? I don't know what Yoshi's star pitch is, but Birdo has a different star pitch where it's like the ball goes in and back out, like forward again. And their star hit is also an egg, I'm pretty sure. That has a similar thing. Actually, I am putting Birdo in S because she also has a more powerful hit than Yoshi, just not as fast. The babies, like, I don't really care about most of the babies because they're fast, but like, they don't hit hard. Most of the time, at least. I haven't used these 4 babies on a team in forever, and you'll see what I mean with the last one. They're not terrible, though. They're just, like... I really feel bad because Dixie Kong is not good. Like, Dixie Kong is in C. I don't know if I'm going to use the last 2 tiers, but so far Dixie Kong is actually the worst character. I I feel like putting the babies. You know what? I'm putting Bowser Jr. in no. I changed my mind. That's bias. So far, that's the second bias I'm doing. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to use a... I think my Joy-Con drifted and I used a Beast Ball or something. Anyway, for like the third time, the babies can go in C tier. Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, Baby Peach, Baby Daisy. But guess what? Baby DK is not going in C tier. Baby DK has... Dang it, I was really hoping that Bulldor would switch. Baby DK has one of my most popular Twitch clips where Baby DK, I was like, why do we have Baby DK? He's not going to hit well. He hit a home run. Baby DK hits similar strength to Donkey Kong, which is insane. He's just super slow and literally a baby, but he's still going to go in B. I'm not moving the Toads. They can stay like this. Whatever. I don't care about the order. Normally when I do tier lists, I don't care that much about the order because it's too hard to keep track of. It might just be this way anyway, though. Shy Guys are okay. Just like Light Blue Yoshi, Yellow Shy Guys becoming a mascot, if you will. But the Shy Guys in general are fine. They hit actually pretty well. They're pretty fast. All of that is good things I'm looking for. They might even be better than the Toads. My Joy-Con drifting is really unfortunate. I don't know why it wouldn't let me play with the Joy-Con sideways. I keep forgetting when I'm even talking. See, look at this. What am I supposed to do with that? Like, stop doing that. Okay. I just can't decide where to put the Shy Guys. Because I feel like if I put the Shy Guys in A, that's essentially saying I'd prefer them than Bowser. Which honestly is kind of true. Which that's also crazy. So I'm gonna do it. I'm putting the Shy Guys in A. That's actually wild to me, but they just hit ever so much harder than the Toads. And Yellow Shy Guy can be in the front. Would I really do that? Maybe? Maybe I should move Baby DK. I'll think about it later. I'm just gonna do initial thoughts right now. Funky Kong and Tiny Kong, I have not had on a team in forever. Funky Kong's okay. So everything I said about DK, he pitches well, he hits hard, he's slow. Take that and put it with Funky Kong, except he doesn't hit as well. It's really weird. I'm gonna do the thing. We're gonna look up Funky Kong. Because what he does is kind of funny. If I can control my game. Okay. Because if you see what he uses as a bat, him and DK are my favorites. Okay, you can barely tell. Actually, you can't even see it. I should have got another... Oh, here, you can tell here. He uses his surfboard. He literally just has the whole surfboard to bat. And I don't know if they did this on purpose, but because of that, it's like he is so hit or miss. Like, DK will hit like a really weak grounder sometimes, but Funky Kong is either a really good hit or the worst hit, and he's like, there's not an in-between. Like DK, there's an in-between. And I'm just gonna put him in B with Baby DK. That's Tiny Kong. Hello? Go with Baby DK. Maybe I am splitting too hard between B and C. Again, we'll think about it. I don't really care to think right now. Tiny Kong is sort of in a Dixie Kong situation. Tiny Kong's not even fast though. She hits better than Dixie. If you... Like, Dixie Kong and Diddy Kong, you have to time their hit so right to get a good hit. But Tiny Kong's a little better. I'm just gonna put Tiny Kong in C still, though. Also, I'm catching no more Pico in angry mode, which is kind of funny. We've made it to peak. We've made it to cinema. K. Rool and the critters are easily the coolest thing they've done in a Mario game by putting like the extended DK universe. Okay, for once I'm changing the song. Manually, I mean. Speaking of DK, that 1 HP Boldor. Speaking of DK, so in this game, there are stadiums for the captains. Most of them. There's like a Bowser Stadium, there's a Mario Stadium, there's a DK Stadium, which is DK Jungle. And what I'm saying with that is they added a good chunk of the DK universe, as you already see with a few Kongs. K. Rool though, this is why this game about Mario playing baseball is genuinely why, again, if you know me, King K. Rool is one of my favorite characters ever. That's crazy enough. Like when he was put in Smash Bros, I was like, oh, I have so many memories with him in Mario Super Sluggers. Like, okay, I can't. I'm sorry, K. Rool. I love K. Rool. I just explained all of that, but I can't put him in the best still. Because he's not. He is, like Bowser, he is slower than absolute molasses. But I just love him so much, I'm gonna be a little biased still, and by a little I mean a lot, and put him in S. I still have to put him in S. I don't care. Like, he hits. I get so many easy home runs with K. Rool compared to anyone else. It is just like 3 times out of 5 or some random number, or like 2, whatever, something like that. 4/7 I get a home run with K. Rool. The critters though, I actively say whenever I play Mario Super Sluggers, and this is not a joke. If you have played Mario Super Sluggers, I hope you agree. If you don't, you just need to play with the critters on your team more. They are the best character in this game. I firmly will stand with the critters being the best characters in this entire game. They are not incredibly slow. They're not fast, but they're not incredibly slow. They field so well. All they have for like their trick, because like Yoshi can like stick his tongue out to catch the ball. The critters just dive, but they catch it like that every time. It's crazy. They hit amazingly. They pitch decently, and they all work so well. Especially with K. Rool on the team too. I'm keeping it like that. I'm sticking with that. They're just too good. Also, I think we died again. Are we even gonna beat 1 Groudon? Okay. Blooper though? Do I still have I used to have a Blooper plush in the background. Blooper is fun. I really like when baby Blooper is included. Like how he was in Mario Party like 8 or something, which was really fun. I'm not even gonna check. I know they're not shiny. But he's not that good in this game, as you can imagine. He's a very hit or miss character. Doesn't hit that hard. He's decently fast though. Off the top of my head, I don't even know who he has a buddy bonus with, like the friendship. It might just be like the Dry Boneses who are next to him right now. But either way, I'm thinking too hard again. I'm just gonna put Blooper in C. Something does look off, but whatever. This is mostly fine. Dry Bones though. I'm gonna get something out of the way first, and not the Dynamax Adventure. Ironically, I'm gonna get something out of the way first. Dark Bones. This is Dark Bones. You can't really see well, but he has a spike on his nose. Like, for some reason, Dark Bones is here. Dark Bones is phenomenal. I hit 2 home runs in 1 game with Dark Bones today, in today's stream, like I've been saying. I'm not gonna put him in the best, because I still wouldn't say Dark Bones is the best, but he, like, I'm not joking when he specifically has a slightly higher batting power than the other dry bones. Do I really? I really want to put him in S though. That's crazy. I really want to put Dark Bones in S. The other ones are going in A because it's been a while. I used regular dry bones, but it's been a while since I've tried green or blue. What? There we go. But whatever. They're there. I don't like how they're separated now, but whatever. We'll fix that at some point. Along with the DK universe, I love how the Sunshine universe is put here. I don't know if they just couldn't think of more, like, I guess Mario, all of Mario's friends are other staples of the Mario universe. So in Mario's stadium, he has his Sunshine friends. The Piantas are great pitchers and great hitters, and they're terribly slow. The Nokis are fast and like good at fielding because of that, but they're not powerful. So you might already tell who I have a bias with if you've seen, like, most of this is because of who I win games with. And I'm just saying, I'm undefeated in every game I've played on stream since, like, I started streaming in 2020. That's not a joke. I'm waiting for the next song. Wario Stadium? Okay, Wario Stadium. I think I want to put them... first of all, I don't want this. I think I want to put them in A tier. Is there a downside? I'm trying to think. I think they can work in A tier. Like, if they're not fast, that's a downside for me. But if they're powerful, that makes up for it somewhat. Not like Bowser and K. Rool, even though I'm biased to K. Rool. I can actually say for my reasoning for K. Rool being an S besides bias is that he goes with the critters. He's the only buddy bonus with the critters, even though K. Rool has a buddy bonus with other characters. I'll say later. Oh, the Nokis. The Nokis are fine. They're going in B, though. Oh, geez. Where'd I just put that one? They're going in B. They're fine. It's been a while since I've used one. I should have one of the Nokis on my next team, if I remember that. If someone remembers that and says it next stream or something. The Magic Koopas? So they're not Chemic? Because Chemic is just, like, Bowser's henchmen specifically, I guess, because these are Magic Koopas like from Mario traditional 2D games. The Magic Koopas are kind of broken. I've almost never had one on my team, but whenever we play against them, they are great. They're decent hitters. They have this really funny looking, like, magic animation to catch a ball. Like, they wave their wand and then the ball just goes, and it's like a magnet to them. It's just really funny looking. Is this... whatever, I don't even care. You know what? Yeah, no, I want to look at the song. Is it... oh, this is just the regular Wario Stadium song. Sure. Like, I think I'm putting the Magic Koopas in A, too. Wow, this is wild. Because, yeah, like... so, my usual team growing up was Mario, Luigi, DK, and Diddy Kong, K. Rool, and some critters, and regular Yoshi and Birdo. That actually is 9. But, like, I don't use a couple of those anymore. Like Diddy Kong, I just don't feel like. So, there's that. I do see a character who I'm gonna put in D tier. Alright, hold on. The Hammer Bros I also love. Same reason as, like, the Dry Bones is. Because they hit well, they hit hard, they're not slow. And I love Boomerang Bro. Side note, I just think it's really funny that there's a Koopa who uses a boomerang. Like, that's a really funny guy. So, Boomerang Bro first. I'm putting them in A also. And then Hammer Bro. And also, this is Fire Bro. If you... Hello? If you've played Mario Odyssey, you'll recognize Fire Bro and other games, but Mario Odyssey is like the most recent, I guess. But for some reason, he just has a bat with flame decal on it. Like, Hammer Bro uses a hammer as his bat, and Boomerang Bro uses a boomerang. So, like, I'm not saying Fire Bro should have, like, a fireball, but, like, it just feels lame that it's just a bat that's, like, black, red, and orange. It's fine, I guess, but not if the other two don't have that also. Also, I'd like this Behem to be shiny. Just saying game. Goomba and Paragoomba are, and I'm not joking, kind of underrated. They're really fast. They actually, Paragoomba, I don't know if this is just a placebo or something, but I believe that Paragoomba hits harder than Goomba, first of all. But if you have a bunch of these guys, they're gonna shine. I personally believe that. So because of that, they're going... I would still prefer, like, the Hammer Bros and stuff. They're going in B, but I still like them. This is going terribly, and that's literally a Jigglypuff, isn't it? You know what? Let's see what happens. I don't care. The Koopas... I feel like I should put the babies in D tier. You know what? I'm doing that. The babies should go in D tier. Except for, you know what? I have another thing too. I'm putting baby DK in C tier. That feels better. Because he's still a baby. Like, he's genuinely still a baby. Like, I overhyped his hitting. Because his hitting's good. But not enough to make him that viable. The Koopas, though, are better. I don't really remember the difference between the Paratroopas and the Koopas. I might just throw all them in B, I guess, because they're not terrible. They're not weak, and they're still fast. So why not, I guess? It's just so funny to me that, like, because Green Shell Koopa is the regular one when you think of a Koopa. But then, if you think about it for a second, the red Paratroopa is probably the most common one you think of. That's just a random thing. It's just funny to me. Here we are. The final... Well, me is there, but we'll get to me. We'll get to me eventually. The final 6. We're starting off with Monty Mole. Monty Mole. Okay, I put the babies in D, but Monty Mole is my legitimate, like, individual category D tier. First of all, I just don't care for Monty Mole. Whether it's this game or Super Mario Party, I'm just like a Monty Mole hater for some reason. I don't know. I like Monty Mole. I just don't like when you can play as him for some reason. But also, genuinely, all he is fast. That should not be a problem, but it is when I have never got a good hit with Monty Mole. Like, the duds, I'm talking about Funky Kong hitting, like how he's hit or miss. Monty Mole's like 90% miss. He just hits like really weak first base type of grounders. It's so bad. I'm sorry, Monty. I'm sorry, Monty Mole. Wiggler, on the other hand, is one of those underrated characters. I'm pretty sure he's fast. Wiggler, Bowser, Petey, K. Rool, and Pianta are like... Well, I guess Critter 2 are like pretty guaranteed home runs. It's crazy. So Wiggler's gonna go in A. He's gonna go in A. I haven't played a game with Wiggler, but, you know, or in a long time. But whatever. Boo and King Boo? Oh, I'm sorry. Boo and King Boo? Boo is probably my favorite just character in general of all time. Like, that's my nostalgia. That's my homie. That's actually my homie right there. So, the thing is, though, they kind of suck. They kind of suck when it comes to baseball. They're not the best hitters. They pitch, actually, now that I think about it though, the one thing, they're both good at pitching, but Boo is actually one of the highest stats. I'm not joking. After just playing today, I know that when I saw Boo's stats, Boo is one of the highest, biggest bars in the pitching stat. So that's something. But between King Boo being a little better in hitting and Boo being a good pitcher, I'm putting them in A. I'm still going to put them in A. They're not S. They're barely A, if anything. They might even be B, but whatever. I like them. Petey? Wait, this is what I was hinting at all the way back in the beginning. Petey is... Is Petey the single best hitter? Petey might... I don't know the actual stats offhand, but Petey might be the single best hitter. That's a serious statement. Between him and, like, Bowser, probably. Besides that, though, he is an absolute, like, he might as well be rooted in the ground, because he barely moves. And when I was saying that K. Rool has buddy friendship power with other characters, K. Rool has friendship power with King Boo, specifically. The critters, obviously. But King Boo and Petey only. Like, the only two other guys besides his literal henchmen are, I'm just gonna use Psychic Fangs, are Petey and King Boo for some reason. They're not, I don't understand. He's not in Sunshine. Like, why is it two Sunshine bosses? I don't know if I put Bowser in B. Should Bowser be in A? Maybe Bowser should be in A. You know what? Bowser should be in A. All the way, like, up here. Petey's in A. That's a good compromise. Give me that Behem. Okay. If I got Jigglypuff, that would have been so funny. I don't think I have time for one more, so I'm going to stop the Dynamax Adventures there, even though I lost both. But let's finish this tier list before we end this video here. Again, if you watched all the way to this point, I hope you're enjoying the video. I really hope you are, if you're just, like, making yourself watch this while I Joy-Con drift. But if you subscribe, if you like all that stuff, I'd appreciate it. If not, I still hope you enjoy this video, obviously. Thanks for watching. I just want to do this more again. It's the first time I've done videos any type of consistency since, like, 2022. But finally, me is bad. Me is bad. Like, for the first time in years, I used my me in this stream I've been talking about today. They're bad. Like, Mario's an overall good player, Yoshi's an overall good player. They just straight up made me, in general, like, you can't customize it. This isn't Smash Ultimate. This is like 2007. Me is literally all average. Very specific thing to reference, but you know in Pokemon Go, if you do a raid or research, like, there's specific times where a power is set. The stats are set to be like a certain range, so it's not the worst you can get, but it could be really good or perfect. It's the lowest of that range. Like, it is literally like, here's the middle bar, and the Mii's stats are all like right here. Like, wait, right here. They're like a centimeter above average in all categories, so they don't excel, and they're just not good in anything. So I'm sorry, but the Mii's are going in C tier. I still like the Mii's, alright? It's fun that you can have a Mii in there, but there is my Mario Super Sluggers tier list. Dynamax and Chill is probably going to be full of tier lists, because tier lists are a thing I like to do, but I don't really want to do just tier lists sometimes, and I also just like ranking things. That's something about me, is I just like ranking things. I don't really... That's just something I like to do. So, again, if you enjoyed this, just like the video or comment to see if you want more videos like this. Comment other tier lists you want me to do, or other things, even questions like Q&As you want me to do. Hopefully we beat a Dynamax Venture next time. We're still gonna go for Groudon every time, but until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. I need a better outro. But have a good one.